Welcome to our channel, Critical Performance. Today we want to show you the recently updated spot, Rhutum Outstation. As you can see at the patch from the 16th of August, the amount of trash loot increased by quite a bit. This spot already has been a good source of silver and crystallized despairs. After this patch, the price of despairs is on a constant low. The recommended stats you need to grind at this spot is at least 280 AP and 360 DP. My personal recommendation would be 293 AP and 380 DP since these monsters are becoming really dangerous at night. For a 100% hit rate, you only need less than 900 accuracy, which you can reach rather easily. This is the gear I'm using to grind at this spot. For buffs, I'd suggest to use a Frenzy Draft if you don't reach the soft cap at 835 AP. If you are above this cap, I suggest using a Giant's Draft instead. The Lightstone setup is called the Wild Demihumans to increase the damage to Demihumans for another 30 damage. This is the crystal setup that is used for this video. I still don't have a Garmath heart yet, so my choices are limited. This is the best I came up with. If you reach the soft cap, try this setup for increased demihuman damage. These skill add-ons are used. To be honest with you, I'm too lazy to rearrange them, so I'm always using the same. Now let me explain the mechanics shortly. The Rhutums will always spawn next to a red portal, guarding their boxes. At the very beginning, there will be 3 glorious elites which have a lot more HP than the normal monsters. You want to focus the Archer first and hit him with a CC so he can't run away. For these 3 monsters, I suggest to activate your Agris since they yield a lot of trash loot. Once you've finished off the elites, monsters will spawn in a total of 11 waves from this point on. The amount of monsters that spawn will increase each wave. At the waves 1, 2, 4, and 7 you will get a short notification. They don't really do anything but inform your progress on your wave progression. At the final wave, the Rhutums run away and you can finally hit their precious boxes to loot them. After the last box is destroyed, the elites will spawn again after a couple of seconds. If you are struggling with the red AoEs, you can destroy the 3 watchtowers. Shortly after, a wizard will spawn at a random location, granting you a damage reduction buff. If you are fast and strong enough, you can grind at 2 spots at the same time, so you don't have to wait for the response. Before we start the grind, let me explain how the rifts work. Every now and then, a red aura will surround a big area, lightings will appear striking. Then one of 3 rift bosses will appear. The Gigagord, the Cyclops, or the Ogre. Each one of them have a lot of HP and it takes some time to kill them. So my recommendation is to keep grinding the spot until the elites are respawning. The rift bosses will be debuffed so they take more damage. You can let your Agris activated here too. Once the boss is defeated, you will get a buff for 5 minutes, which increases your damage by a lot. You can only get this buff every 20 minutes. These bosses drop a distortion earring if you are lucky. Okay, now we know everything we have to know. Let's start grinding.
The feeling that you're giving me
I hope you could get a first impression of the buff spot now. Let me show you the result of this 1 hour. We have been so lucky this hour, I can't believe it. The most distortion earrings I got in 1 hour were 2 until now. Let me show you how much silver I actually got in this session. This insane luck is of course not constant, but what I want to show you is the result I would have without any distortion drops. It is still more than 1 billion each hour. The downside is that you can't sell all of these materials. You sit months on these corrupted breaths and sun shards. The despair sell within 1 day usually now. Before this video ends, I want to show you a class tier list for this spot. We've taken the data from garmoth.com to compare all classes. At S tier, the classes that have the highest trash per hour are shown. I'm more than happy with my results. Some classes only have a few hours tracked and may be ranked higher or lower than they really should be. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about these changes. Thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing if you like our content.